Florida's real estate market is crashing? Is it really though? Let's chat about it. If you're new here, my name's Alexandra and I'm a local realtor down on Florida's Space Coast. I have people calling me every day and I love it. So if you have any questions about Florida's real estate market or what it might be like to live down here, go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text message, or send me an email. I've got your answers and I would love to chat with you. And if you want to keep seeing videos like this, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you're notified every Friday morning when I post a new video. All right, let's get into it. You can scroll back 12 months ago on other YouTube channels and see video titles like Crash Happening Now. You can also see these sensationalized titles 8 months ago, 3 months ago, and even last week. So when's it going to happen? Before I get into the analytics, I want to address why you see these constant doom and gloom warnings. It's simple. Doom and gloom gets clicks. Sensationalized titles get our attention. The more clicks and viewers there are, the more money there is to be made. And this is across all media platforms, not just YouTube. I'm not going to call out any of my fellow YouTubing realtors, but I do want to show you the YouTube page of someone outside of my industry. This YouTube channel belongs to Stephen Gardner, a successful gentleman in the financial industry. Take a look at some of these titles. Video after video has a sensationalized title. He really knows how to grab his audience's attention. Look at this. We have, I'm shocked. The world is shocked. The United States is shocked. 1 month until disaster. So titles such as the housing crash is happening right now are so much more interesting than titles such as the housing market is cooling down a little bit. Let's look at some charts. Here we have a year-over-year home value growth rate chart. You can see in April 2022, the typical home value in Florida was about $365,000. But now in April 2023, the typical home value is about $385,000. I think we can all agree that on this chart, the time surrounding our current real estate market looks eerily similar to what happened back in the 2008 housing market crash. We can also look at this graph that shows how over or undervalued current home values are relative to local incomes. Currently, homes are estimated to be about 30.6% overvalued compared to local incomes. Just like the last chart we looked at, things currently are looking eerily similar to that of the time right before the 2008 housing market crash. But what these charts don't show are all the events that lead up to the peak and eventual decline. The events that led up to the market crash of 2008 are entirely different than the events that we've been experiencing that have led up to our current housing market. In very simple terms, the 2008 housing market crash was caused by cheap credit and lax lending standards. Too many people took on loans that they couldn't afford. Lending standards are so much more strict now. And the typical homeowner with a mortgage has stellar credit and a lot of home equity. Housing inventories also remain at record lows. There just aren't enough vacant homes for the amount of buyers in the market. So, are we about to experience a market crash in 2023? No. It's going to be more of a fender bender, or a moderate market downturn, if you will. We're not looking at another 2008, folks. That doesn't mean that things are all hunky-dory, though. The most pressing issue in Florida's housing market right now is housing affordability, or the lack thereof. I'm just popping in here really quick to say thank you for watching my channel, and if you are liking what you're seeing so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That'll help me keep making more videos just like this one. All right, let's get back to the video. Florida is in the midst of a housing affordability crisis. This crisis is partially propelled by the tremendous amount of migration to the state of Florida during the COVID-19 pandemic as the shift to remote work became increasingly popular. Just look at how our population has increased and is still increasing. According to the Florida Department of Highway Safety, over 10,000 New Yorkers moved to Florida just in the first quarter of 2023. But before you go blaming the Northerners, they aren't the only ones buying up Florida homes. Now, this cool website will show you just how money moves around, and it's going to tell us where people are moving from and where they're moving to. So let's take a look at Florida here. When we look at places like Miami, we can see that a lot of the people are moving from New York, Connecticut, Illinois, and California. But when we come up here and look at Brevard County, Florida, it tells a little bit of a different story. We can see that the people are coming from Broward County, Florida, Miami-Dade County, Florida, New York, Orange County, Florida, and Palm Beach County, Florida. All of those places listed are some of the most expensive places to live in Florida. So we're seeing a lot of people move from some of the most expensive places in Florida to some of the least expensive places in Florida. And the Space Coast, throughout what is going on with our economy right now, has continued to be one of the most affordable places here in Florida. Home prices have risen far more quickly than incomes, which is exacerbated by the fact that mortgage rates have doubled since 2021. Now take a look at this graph. This graph shows the house payment as a percentage of a median income. As of April 2023, it's estimated that about 45% of the average income is going towards housing payments. That's almost 50%. That is insane. To put this into perspective, it's recommended that your monthly housing expenses only be 25 to 28% of your monthly income. Income levels have not kept pace with the housing costs, thus forcing many buyers out of the market. A combination of low supply, high demand, migration trends, and skyrocketing mortgage rates make for a perfect pricey storm. This affordability crisis is one reason that the market has slowed. As the year progresses, it's being predicted that the market should continue to cool, not crash. And you may see slightly better affordability near the end of the year. All of this being said, keep in mind that all of the housing markets in Florida are not the same. The housing market down in Miami and the housing market here on Florida's Space Coast, for example, are two completely different animals. Things are looking much better up here in Brevard County than they are down in Miami. Thanks for watching my channel. Bye!